what is it that you think that you get about where specifically these South African women are from and what their journey has been like that makes you feel like you want to be there for them so much?
Um, because I've actually gotten to know some of them, and I got to know some of their stories, and some of them we come from the same backgrounds. One of the girls plays for my same club that I picked up my first rugby ball at. So where I come from, you don't watch. Like when someone struggles, you help. That's how I made it in life. Like when I was struggling, when I was didn't have, I went to go ask my neighbor, and now I have. Now I'm helping the poor back in my community, and the girls are playing the same sport as me, and they need help right now. So I go and I help. That's how I was raised. It's just normal where I come from. When we talk about Ubuntu, that's what Ubuntu is. I am because we are. Without my community, I wouldn't be here. Without my grandmother and my aunt, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So when you have, and the platform and success is all about like how many people can you take with you, that how many, it's not just about you, what you can do, and the platform is mine for a certain period of time. What am I doing to use the platform for other people? And that's how you say thank you to people that support you and buy tickets with a last couple of rands. Mothers that work a couple of jobs and then buy a ticket for their son to go and watch me play. How do I give back to that? And also, if the women's game grow, rugby is a small sport. Rugby is very small compared to soccer and all those sports because it's hard to play. You need money to play rugby. You need a field. You need all these kind of things. Where soccer, you can just put a ball in and start playing. So if we help women's game grow, then that means rugby is growing. More people are playing rugby. More people are exposed to rugby. We're all benefiting and we're all eating out of that. And there's enough for everybody to eat. We just need to know they've been supporting us. We need to support them back too, and then everybody wins with that.
Sorry, I'm just feeling so inspired.
Can I vote for him, please?
Yeah, I'm voting for Kolisi for president.
Here we go. Coach Schweiss, talk to me about what he told you when you spoke to him before the game, because you've been coached by Coach Schweiss before. What is he like? Because Megan doesn't know the man at all. We call him Uncle Schweiss sometimes. Like, he is honestly one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. But what did he tell you about being in the women's setup? Because he's only been there a few weeks.
He obviously he was with us, and then obviously he struggled a little bit, so he had to take a break, and he took a break. And I think he could have gone to any men's team that he wanted, but he felt he's a very spiritual person. He's a Christian, and he felt he needed to do a bit more. Like this is what he was supposed to do, and help the, like obviously through his faith. That's what he believed. And I stood next to him, and he said, "He we haven't even seen anything yet with these girls. They just because he just started with them, and he's very good at what he does. And he says they just need." Somebody who's gonna care about them more than just as rugby players, who's gonna give into them because, like, I also see like what he sees. Some of these players, like I look at the number 5, Ubisi, the way she works, she reminds me of Peter Steph. Her work rate around the field, the stuff that she does. Number 12, oh my goodness, she's getting momentum over and over. It's just it's special, And then you have Aseza. Aseza is pulling everybody, like 4 or 3 people, to take it down when she carries the ball. The more they play together, the more they get it. That's why the W15 tournament is so important, and it's important that all the countries are playing. They're getting more opportunities because that's what happens with us as men. We have 3 games in July or June, and then we have the rugby championship. I think that's 6 games there, and then we have another 3 or 4 at the end of the year. So that's 13 games, and you together the whole time. The more time we spend together, the better we get. And that's what they need. And obviously, it being professional in the unions will also quite help because sometimes some girls go to the unions and it's not as professional. They don't train as much. They don't get the same kind of. So it needs to be more professional. I know the Bulls are doing very well. They're fully professional right now, which is huge. But yeah, there's still a whole lot more to be done. But I think also if men support that, like if men, like we have one of the most successful men's team. If we get behind it, think how many sponsors will also get involved. That's another thing. It's easy to give somebody that's already made it, that everybody knows about. Invest in the woman. It will take time, but imagine being that sponsor or being that person that's backed them from the beginning. When they make it, and you talk about the journey that you had to travel. But people, is the easiest thing to do is take the most famous one and just give them that, and then let them just. It's always great to grow with people. I mean, I've been with Adidas since school, and they like the relationship we have right now, how much they've backed me, and that's what we're talking. I'm talking to them about. I say, okay, which lady are you gonna take and grow with? And they're so keen because they can see what it's doing. The country was vibrating. It was crazy at the stadium. It's like, I think 4,000 people came to the game. They were entertained throughout the whole way. If it's a stoppage, they're singing and they're dancing in the stand. It was so much fun. And the amazing thing, they were involved in the game. Every time a big moment happened, you hear the crowd reacting to it. It was really amazing to see.
He's a good one.
Oh my goodness.
How do you make more allyships then? Do you think you expect men now to do the same, or is it just, I guess, finding deep in your heart whether to do it or not? Do you know what I mean? Is there now an
Yeah,
expectation on the boys in your team, etc., to jump on this as well,
yeah.
or is it just kind
I
of
think
individual
it's
preference?
more being. You have to be intentional about it.
Mm.
It has to come from like me. If I have to go and say to our team, like our manager. I mean, our manager spoke to me in the stream of the manager, and like, you gotta go. And I know it's coach something Coach Rossi really would back, because that's what he wants. He loves the girls. We all watch them when they play. But I think it's more not being so distant. If I'm available, I'm off, and I can go to the training and work with the loose forwards. I mean, there will be nothing better than if each player teaching another player. There's nothing greater than that, because we've had so many years of experience. Some of the girls are only starting to play right now. So if there could be more interaction, real stuff, not fake. Don't go there if you don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go and really invest. And I think it has to come from the top. And we all have to be intentional about it. Sometimes uh, it's me calling on, like, asking a mate, hey mate, please go support, your girls. It's all because at the end of the day, everybody's gonna benefit at the end, and some will benefit without even wanting to
Yeah.
support this, and we should. It's crazy that we're even talking about it, because the women just support us regardless. They're always at our games. They're always posting. They're always saying good luck.